Hello, I hope you are sitting in the Google Classroom class group, I should say. If you're not, then you can either stay and learn something about Google Classroom or go find a different class that you want to join. But this section is regarding Google Classroom, and I'm hoping you guys will walk through this together, especially if none of you have signed up. This is a great group collaborative way to work on this. So with Google Classroom, what it is a free online learning management system. If you're not sure what learning management system, also known as LMS, is a way how teachers and students can work together and keep everything organized as a one-stop shop. So in a sense, it's a planner online. It tells them all the assignments are turned in there, so it's also like a folder that gets turned in, but it's paperless. Does not mean you have to use Google products for all this. It is just a tool. Anything that you use online has a link for the most part. So you can link anything, YouTube videos, announcements, Google Docs, a Padlet, anything that you're working with, you can find a link and post it on this classroom. And also it tells them what to do and what to not do. So that's obviously a verbal description of Google Classroom. I will tell you there's a lot of high school teachers that are using it. I do know in this building Jessica Braca has used it. Let's see who else. Roger Warren, who's the teacher at the high school, will be here as well, that's used it actually as a classroom setting. I think it's an awesome tool. I think maybe Heather Lundquist as well. So there's some teachers that have used it. I think you need to kind of see the video and see the benefits of why Google Classroom is such a great tool. With that being said, as part of your objective is obviously work together, and this is a great one to work together. But the other objective you have today is to be familiar with the ACSD Tech website. So if you notice, you have this document that was shared with you right before PD. It is right here. There is a link to the Google Classroom, and on the ACSD Tech website is a lot of detailed information on Google Classroom. So if you go to scroll down, I would strongly recommend as a group to watch this video. This video is a great video to watch, so go ahead and you can do that, and it gives you a quick 2-minute description without any words of what Google Classroom is. Now, with that being said, the next step I would do is pair up or so on and start training now. This is also provided you as a hard copy. There's 2 hard copies in your classroom with a yellow cover sheet. It is step-by-step instructions how to set up a class and get them set up, how to remove students, how to add assignments, and so on. So if you need a hard copy in front of you, here it is. If you want an electronic version, it is right here as well, lesson 1 through 8. So you can kind of see how this works. Now, I want you to hear this next thing, very important. It is very easy to use this program, but I want you to actually go through it. What that means is you are the teacher, so you're going to set up a dummy class if you want to. Set up a dummy class today, and then use 2 sample students that I have created for you. We have Charlie Brown, and we have Minnie Mouse. Feel free to use those websites, and there are some computers in there with dummy accounts. So if I will have stickers on there. So if the Charlie Brown computer, pick Charlie Brown and let Charlie Brown be your student and you be the teacher. So invite that student. See the difference on that. Send an assignment through. Then when you're done playing with it, delete that class. So again, you're creating a dummy class, Tech 101 if you want. Add Charlie Brown and Minnie Mouse to your class if you want, or one or the other. You set them up. They're in the domain. You search for them and then go onto that computer and see how it looks for a student. Pair up, do this. You'll be surprised how easy this is. Send an assignment. Maybe it's a PowerPoint that you have on your computer. Maybe it's a slide on your Google Docs. Test this out. So that is what I strongly suggest. That is the best way you're going to learn it. And also, you will see it on the student side as well. So that will be very helpful for you. So you can click on Start Training Now. Also, if you don't like to start training now, this right here, Google Presentation by Aaron Swoboda, is a really good tool to go step-by-step instructions. And also on the right-hand side, Alice Keeler has many, many, many ways to differentiate in classroom and so on. So if you really got this nailed down by 3 o'clock, go ahead and teach me some things and see if you can find some really cool ways to use Google Classroom as well. Last but not least, we have always pushed to Google Sites. I want you to understand I am not against the Google Sites. This does not replace Google Sites because in Classroom, as of right now, and maybe I need to double check this before I say this again, the classroom is only viewed by the student and the teacher. So if I'm a parent of a kid that has a kid in a Google Classroom. They can't see what's done. So don't think this is replacing updating assignments. But what you can do is communicate to your parents saying, I am going to be using Google Classroom from now on. What does that mean? They don't know what Google Classroom, they hear classroom, they think of the actual physical classroom. So you need to help them out with this. So you need to tell them that Google Classroom is a website that you use. So if they want to check their kids' stuff and see if things are turned in, get them familiar with that language. So I have already provided you that information. If you want to click here, this is also in your drive, but if you want to click here, put this on your website, send this home to your parents via email through JMC. Tell them that I will be using Google Classroom in my class, and then they can ask their kids, well, will you log in for me and let me see what you got on Google Classroom? What to do, what to not do. So this is a great tool for you, and I provided this tool for you to communicate to the parents because that is your biggest concern, and they're also your biggest advocates as well. If they know what they're talking about, help them out and go from there. You can easily post this on your website. Also, you can just send an email home. So I hope that helps you out. But Google Classroom is a great tool. I think you'll be very happy if you start using this. If not, try 2 to 3 assignments and see what you're going to know. But I think half of your students have been using it, so they'll be familiar with it. If you have any questions, let me know. Last but not least, with Google Classroom, I have gone through. If you get an error message saying you do not have access or you do not have the option to create a class, please find a tech person. A tech person does have to help you get set up with that. We have to put you on the domain side. So don't sit there and struggle and you don't have the option to create a class. Please come get one of us and we'll help you out and we'll make sure you are set up. I think I've gone through everybody at the middle school to make sure you are, but if I miss somebody, I don't want them sitting there waiting for me to set them up. So again, have a great day learning this Google Classroom, and if you have any questions, let us know. Thank you.